Hi everyone, CY Sterling here. Welcome back to my channel and thank you for joining me for another video. Slightly different backdrop today, and that's because this past weekend was Cyprus Comic Con, and I figured what better excuse to talk about the DC series of coins and also a little bit about collecting and comics. Now, when I was younger, I used to be into comics. I still kind of am, but I was much more of a collector. I had a reasonably substantial collection of comic books. I remember spending days visiting comic book shops and going through and filling gaps in various collections, or discovering new series, new characters, and then reading up on them and picking up and backdating comics of their storyline. Now, the two main camps are DC and Marvel. I've always been more of a DC guy, and my favorite character is Superman, but my taste has always been quite eclectic, so I like a little bit of everything, so my collection was quite diverse. Unfortunately, having moved around a lot in my younger years, I had a lot of things, including my comic collection, in storage, which was broken into, and unfortunately everything was stolen. Everything except this. This is, as you can see, Batman comic, and it was always one of my more prized pieces, because as you can see, there's a couple of signatures here. It was signed by Alan Grant, the writer, Brett Blevins, and Dave Taylor, a couple of the artists. And as with anything truly collectible, it has the certificate, and I believe this is one of only 100. I don't actually know what it's worth at the moment, but probably more than I paid for it, so you could consider that a little bit of an investment. But having gotten into silver collecting, and I saw there was comic themed coins, it was just something that I had to pick up. Now, the first piece that I picked up was actually the second in the series, Superman. We'll have a look at that in a second. But then I went back and backdated and got the first release, which was Batman, and then continued to pick up the subsequent releases as and when they came out. Now, let's have a closer look at these. So, first we have Batman, The Dark Knight. Real name Bruce Wayne. I'm sure everybody knows his story. His parents were brutally murdered when he was young, and then he took on the Batman persona to fight crime and avenge their deaths. It's a very nicely struck coin. See the Gotham skyline in the background, the bat symbol, and then Batman in the foreground. And then at the bottom we have some very small lettering, which gives us the the details of the coin: 1 ounce, 999 fine silver, Batman, trademark, DC Comics. And then on the reverse, Queen Elizabeth II, new $2 2021 release. Then we have Superman, real name Kal-El, or his alter ego Clark Kent, the last son of the planet Krypton, was sent to Earth by his father as an infant to avoid the destruction of the planet. Again, the Metropolis skyline in the background, the Superman shield, Superman flying in the foreground, and again some details at the bottom: 1 ounce, 999 fine silver, Superman, trademark DC Comics. And then again, the Ian Rank Broadly portrait of Queen Elizabeth, new $2 2021 release. I may be a bit biased, but this is my favorite of the series, of course. Then we have Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman has ties to Greek mythology. She was sculpted from clay by the gods of Olympus on the hidden island of Themyscira. She's an Amazon. She goes by Diana Prince. You see her there in the foreground with her lasso. Her Wonder Woman symbol just behind. And I'm not sure which skyline this is. But again, we have the lettering at the bottom. 1 ounce, 999 fine silver, Wonder Woman, trademark DC Comics, and the portrait of Queen Elizabeth in 2021. Next up, Aquaman. Real name Arthur Curry, King of Atlantis. We have the aquatic wave patterns in the background, his symbol in the foreground. Slightly plainer than the others, but I think that just enhances the detailing on the coin. At the bottom, you can see clearer 1 ounce, 999 fine silver, Aquaman, trademark DC Comics. This is a 2022 release. And we have the Flash, also known as Barry Allen. The city skyline in the background is Central City, where Barry Allen is a forensic scientist, if I'm not mistaken. So he helps the police solve crimes by day, and then as his alter ego, the Flash, fights crime. And we have his lightning bolt in the foreground, and the Flash speeding into action. And then at the bottom, 1 ounce, 999 fine silver, the Flash, trademark DC Comics, also 2022. And the last in the series so far is the Green Lantern, real name Hal Jordan. Hal Jordan was a test pilot who was given a special ring by an alien, and he became a member of the Green Lantern Corps. We have his symbol, the lantern, in the foreground. Again, not sure on the city in the background. And then at the bottom, 1 ounce, 999 fine silver, Green Lantern, trademark DC Comics. On the rear, again 2022. Now, I'm also aware that there's a Marvel series of coins which did quite well, especially the first release, which was Spider-Man. That's really gained value among collectors, and I'm debating whether to pick those up as well. They really speak to me, but I might hold fire on them for the time being, but I wouldn't be surprised if sometime in the possibly near future I might start picking those up gradually. That's it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed it, if you're a fellow comic collector or comic fan, give it a thumbs up. As always, I'm CY Sterling. You've been great. Take care.